and welcome back to my channel. My name is Danielle. For those of you who do not know me, hi, welcome. I'm so glad you stopped by today. Today we are going to be playing with the Natasha Denona Mini Lila palette here and to create this look. So if you guys would like to find out how I did this, then just continue watching. So I'm going to go into the Mini Lila palette and I'm going to be using the shade Flint, and I'm just going to put that just above my crease. I'm using this more as a transition shade, and I'm taking it on a very kind of fluffy blending brush just to kind of diffuse the color all over the area that I'm placing it. Later on, I'm going to start using smaller brushes, as you will see in this, just to kind of make things a little easier to use. Then I go in with the shade Raisin in the palette, and this is where I'm using kind of a small e.l.f. crease brush. I actually really like these little e.l.f. brushes. They're one of my favorite brushes to use right now. I like that they're affordable for one, and another, they just kind of help me get the color exactly where I want it. So I'm just kind of blending that into my crease and just above my crease, kind of meeting Flint and the Raisin shade together to kind of make sure that everything is very well blended. I'm doing kind of like little circle motions and windshield wiper motions to really get that the way that I want it to, as well as building up the color to have it as intense as I want it to be. You guys should know by now that I'm somebody who likes to really amp up the color on my eyes. I will build it up and up and up and up. And I'm going in with Flint just to blend out the edges and make sure everything is just nice and there are no harsh edges. Then I go into the shade Poisonberry. And I'm taking this on an even smaller kind of crease brush, and I'm placing that right into my crease as well as on the outer V of my eye, and I'm really starting to shape the eye look how I want it to be, because I'll go and kind of do the outer V of my eye and then run it into the crease and blending that with Raisin to really kind of give this look a little more depth and some variant in color. And this is just kind of a process of going back and forth and just really getting it as blended. If you guys don't think that I blended it enough, you guys could blend it more. I am generally pretty happy with my eyeshadow look, so I feel like they're blended enough, but some people don't, and that's fine. So I just go back and forth and kind of get that color exactly how I want it to be. My brows look a little different from each other. I'm going it back in with Raisin, and I'm just blending it together with the Poisonberry shade. Next, I'm going to go into the shade Blue Dahlia, and I'm going to put this on not exactly where my outer V is, but just before it onto my lid, and I'm going to put this about 3/4 of the way across from that point. And I did wet my brush for this. This is a shade that I feel like you do need to wet your brush for. The other shimmer shade that I will be using, you really don't, but this one you definitely do. So I just kind of work that where I want it, and then I'm going to blend the edges with the shade Poisonberry just to kind of make sure everything is blended together. I'm kind of doing this like a cut crease without making it a cut crease. You don't have to do it that way. Trying to get comfortable while I'm doing my eyeshadow is not easy, people. But I just kind of work it until I get it exactly how I want it. Take your time with this step. Make sure that your brush is adequately wet so you don't get fallout all over your face. I still got fallout over my face. That is why I do my foundation last. So then I'm going to go in with the brush that has Poisonberry on, and I'm just going to lightly blend around that just to make sure that the edges are not harsh and that I have it exactly kind of how I want it. Just to make sure that it is looking adequate for the look, for how I want it to be. By the way, I'm just using kind of a flat packer brush to do this, and I'm just kind of working the edges up a little bit more into that shade Poisonberry, just to make sure that it is blended but still has its own space. Then I go in to the shade Linen, and I'm running this just in the inner corner of my eye and slightly over the shade Blue Dahlia, just to kind of blend those together and to give the look a little bit of a different kind of feel and to have something kind of bright in the inner part of my eye. I like to put brighter shades there and darker shades on the outside. That's just how I like to wear my eyeshadow. I'm not somebody who brings the darker shades all the way in. I mean, there might be time to time that I do that, but I really don't. And by the way, I'm taking the shade Linen on a lip brush just to get it exactly where I want it to be. Then I go in with the Pretty Vulgar, the ink gel liner in Blacklist. And you guys, I'm going to do a huge wing. I have been watching a lot of drag queens lately, and they definitely inspired me to do a giant wing. I'm somebody who also likes to do really big wings. I'm not a small wing person. I don't know how to do that, but this is, I think, the biggest wing I have ever done. And some of you might be going, Danielle, you just covered that Blue Dahlia shade. Not all of it. Don't worry. It's going to get its own little spotlight in the rest of the makeup look. Calm down. It's okay. I also kind of like how it just kind of peeks over the liner as well. Sometimes you just have to go with it. If you're feeling like a giant wing, just do it. Just give it a try. Just do it once in your life. It feels good. I mean, this wing is huge, but I really do like it. And I like how it makes the look and it intensifies the look. I'm somebody who does not do subtle makeup. If you guys have not noticed, Danielle and subtle makeup does not exist. I have a hard time doing anything subtle, doing a small wing. No, it's going to be a giant wing. There's going to be eyeliner all over my eye. I've always been that person, though, who loves eyeliner. Like, way too much. But what you're going to notice here is that the wing that I'm currently working on does not turn out the way I want it to. I do end up taking a makeup wipe and cleaning it up. Lately, I have had to do that with every single wing I do. I don't know what's going on with me and wings. But I will say this, one of my eyes is a little smaller than the other. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. But it has been making things a bit of a challenge lately. Ever since I could really pick out which one was smaller and which one was bigger, I've been so focused on that, and trying to figure out where to draw my wing lately has just been a pain in the butt. So it just, yeah. It's a lot. It is a lot. That wing is something. But we're going to fix it. Ready, set, and makeup wipe. Woo! Makeup wipe save the day. And this really does. I go in and I clean up the edge and I make sure the wing really is connected to the rest of the eye and to the rest of the spots I put the wing. And it actually evened it out. Then I go in with my Wander Beauty Volume and Curl Mascara, the Unlashed one. I love this mascara, you guys. It is a favorite, and I'm almost out of it. Oh, I'm almost out of it. That is a sad, sad, sad day. Okay, so I'm going to go quickly and do my face makeup off of camera, and then I will be right back. So the first thing I'm going to go ahead and do is go into my Tarte Rainforest of the Sea and use this shade Pearl here, and I'm just going to highlight my brow bone. Then I'm going to go back into the Natasha Denona Mini Lila palette, and I'm going to take that shimmer shade that is Blue Dahlia, and I'm going to run that underneath my lower lash line. I'm doing that about 3/4 of the way across because I'm going to go in with one of the lighter shades. I'm going to go in with this shade here, which is Poison Berry, and I'm just going to run that on the inner part. I'm just going to run that on the inner portion of my lower lash line. And kind of blend the two together. So the next thing I'm going to do is go in with this Stila Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow, and this is in Kitten Karma, and I'm going to put this in my inner corner. Give it a little something extra. Okay. And for my lips, I'm going to go in with my Colourpop Ultra Matte in Trap. And there you are. This is the final look using my Natasha Denona Mini Lila palette. You guys will have to let me know what you think down below. Do you guys have this palette? Have you played with this palette? I'm actually really enjoying this look that I created. I kind of like that I added the extra little shimmer in my inner corner with the Stila Magnificent Metals. So yeah, you guys will have to let me know what you think. Please give this video a like and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Thank you to everyone who is subscribed to my channel. I really do appreciate every single one of you. And if you want to chat with me, just leave a comment down below. Thank you again, and bye!